from Tayumba, Serengeti Province, the former lightweight world champion, former Superfeatherweight world champion, former featherweight world champion, former Superfeatherweight world champion, former lightweight world champion, former light welterweight world champion and reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines,
To take a break from the basketball and catch a great boxing match between Marco Antonio Barrera and Juan Manuel Marquez. Power numbers in the 6th round. Barrera, 13 out of 32. A higher percentage rate. Marquez, 14 out of 42, throwing more. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 58, 56, 4 rounds to 2. Marco Antonio Barrera. You know, Jim, he just doesn't get busted up. Juan Manuel Marquez, on the other hand, all lumped up, all swollen. I mean, you look at these two guys and you say to yourself, one guy's landing the hardest shots. I don't know why. This fight is about as close as it can be. But here's a Barrera getting off first. I think that's doing a lot of good for him in the eyes of the judges. They always like the aggressor, and Barrera does get off first constantly, landing a lot of good left hooks. 4-2, Barrera.
Card of 4-2 Marquez would in no way be a surprise. Official ringside scores, as we've mentioned before, with a difficult job tonight. Two great tacticians, two great adjusters, two aggressive fighters in the ring.
Stop!
Manny, this must remind you of some great fights from the 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying just the tension being in the corner with one of these guys, you know, knowing that the fight is up in the air, and, you know, and it's going to probably stay this way all the way to the last round. I don't think no one's going to get a real comfortable decided edge.
Right hand by Marquez. Momentarily stuns Barrera. Barrera trying to show that instinct for fighting back. That was the most eye-catching shot of the night. Another big uppercut for Marquez. Snaps Barrera's head back. And a big right hand over the top. Marquez seizing the advantage in the center of the ring.
That's the punch that I said earlier that he had to watch out for, because Marquez has been really gambling on that punch all night long.
Big left hook for Marquez. Suddenly he's beating Barrera to the punch over and over and over. A spectacular rally for Juan Manuel Marquez punctuates the 7th round. Uppercut for Marquez. Left hook. Barrera stunned and in trouble. Wobbles back against the rope. Marquez looking to knock his man out. Brilliantly mixes in a couple of body shots. Barrera comes back with a left hand.
The right hand from Barrera moved Marquez off him for a moment.
But he's still real vulnerable for that right hand again.
Barrera in more trouble than he's been in against anybody else against Manny Pacquiao in the course of the past several years. You wonder if he makes it out of the round. Barrera wobbly on his feet, trying to mix aggression with defense in such a way as to make it out. Juan Manuel Marquez strafed him with a series of power shots. And Barrera comes back with a right hand. And knocks Marquez down. Amazing. In a round that was almost 10-8, Marquez, Barrera scores the knockdown.
Wait, but Jay Nady may have called it not a knockdown.
That would be wrong.
Point.
And now he's penalizing Barrera for hitting him while he's down.
But was it a knockdown?
He signaled that it wasn't a knockdown.
No,
That's incredible.
I don't think it was a knockdown.
You don't think it was a knockdown?
I don't know. I don't think it was a knockdown, but he penalized, I think, Barrera for trying to hit it.
But did he even hit him? We'll have to look at the replay. Was it a knockdown? And
here's the right hand that hurts Barrera so badly.
And he's been...
Here's the end of the round. Right on the chin.
Right hand, it was a right.
How could that not be a knockdown?
That's a knockdown.
That is a perfect knockdown. He hit him with a perfect right hand shot, and his knee went to the canvas. That was a knockdown. And if it's not ruled a knockdown, that's a terrible error.
And he took away a point when in fact it should have been a knockdown. A horrible error. Penalizes Barrera and favors Marquez.
Jay Nady was in perfect position to see it. How could he have missed that shot?
So in all likelihood, it becomes a 10-8 round for Marquez. And it could have been at least a 9-9 or maybe even a 10-9 for Barrera. It was a landslide in CompuBox where Marquez landed 33 out of 48 to only 11 of 29 for Barrera. And if it's a close decision for Marquez, that ruling is going to figure in.
Both of these guys are fighting so much determination. And, you know, Marquez still is in a good position, I think, to land that right hand still.
There's a cut over Juan Manuel Marquez's left eye. I thought I saw some blood on Barrera at the end of the round, too, which shouldn't have been surprising. Big uppercut lands for Marquez. Suddenly, Barrera has no way to solve Marquez's power punching.
Well,
he solved it in the last round with a right hand and knocked him down.
Yeah,
and he didn't get credit for it.
Didn't get credit for an obvious knockdown.
You don't want to see a fight like this determined by a referee's mistake. Let's see how it plays out.
Barrera's getting to be round, really tough, right, just like he did with Hamed. Now he's going to be real rough and low down now.
In the state of New Jersey, they are now using instant replay so that a decision like that can be reviewed and sorted out. If they had instant replay here tonight, Jay Nady might have been ruling a knockdown for Barrera.
Excellent point, Jim.
Great right hand.
What a great fight. Suddenly, we've got a war in there. There's no more technical boxing match tonight.
And then you called it earlier. You said that eventually it would have to come to this when the fighters realized it was so close they couldn't count on winning by points.
But right now, even though it's close, it's still Barrera better watch out for Marquez's right hand. He's getting so close now that he can't roll the right hand from Marquez the way that he was when he was fresher. And that's still a big danger of him getting caught with the right hand. And as you can see, Marquez is mixing up the right hands over top with right uppercuts.
The drama of the 7th round spills over into the 8th. And now you can almost feel the crowd getting momentary break as Marco Antonio Barrera continues to try to even the score and get back what he lost in the 7th round. If I'm Larry Hazard of the New Jersey State Athletic Commission, I'm sitting at home tonight thinking I'm glad my state has instant replay, so a mistake like what you're about to look at does not stand. Let's take another look at the knockdown, which Jay Nady ruled not a knockdown. Boom! Perfect right hand shot. Down goes Marquez. That's a knockdown.
That's definitely a knockdown, and it can maybe be a big factor if this fight goes to a decision, too.
Particularly when it wound up being a penalty point against Marco Antonio Barrera. What the justification is for that, I have no idea.
Well, he did hit him when he was down, Jim.
Yes,
Jay Nady was right. He hit him with a shot on top of the head.
Yep, that's right.
And
Okay,
he
so
was correct.
That point can be made. All right.
But it would have been a point to his advantage, 2-point round with the knockdown. So
Correct.
that's still a big factor.
Although
That's
it was a round in which Marquez was on the verge of the 10-8 round
but
anyway.
that's a 2 or 3 point swing in the scoring. And this fight doesn't look like it's going to be more than 2 or 3 points between them if it goes the distance.
CompuBox numbers through round 8. Barrera 180 out of 464, 39%. Marquez 185 out of 487, 38%. Barrera with an edge in jab connects. Marquez with an edge now in power shots, built up largely over the course of the past few rounds.
Marquez's right eye appears to be closing.
Right or left?
The left is puffed, the right is closing.
And Barrera's starting to land right hands of his own now. He's trying to get in closer to punch now. He knows he's trying to get in with short punches right now. Instead of fighting at a distance, he's trying to barrel in to get in close and land little short punches now.
They're fighting closely enough now that their heads are flirting with each other from time to time. But you're right. Big left hook for Marquez, and Barrera comes back with a solid right hand shot. Barrera seems to be aware now that he's in a power punching war, and he's standing up a little bit better to Marquez's shots and landing his own. Like that. You spoke before the fight, Emmanuel, about the perception that Barrera is the older fighter because of all the wars he's been in, even though Marquez is chronologically a few months older.
But he's not showing that tonight.
What an upset it would be if Barrera could come back from what he suffered in the 7th round and stage a late rally.
Well, he's doing it right now. He's on his way to a victory the way it looks. If he continues to keep working the way he is, and particularly seem like he's dictating the pace now. And Marquez is trying to figure out what Barrera is going to do for her. It was a little bit the other way around in the beginning.
Barrera throwing Marquez into the ropes and hammering with the right hand. Meanwhile, Marquez has landed more power shots in the fight than ever before in his career. In other words, Juan Manuel Marquez may be fighting the fight of his life and may lose anyway.
He may lose still.
Well, that 3-point swing is a huge swing.
There's no reason not to use instant replay in this sport now. Every other sport enhances itself with electronic coverage. Body shots by Marquez and a big right hand upstairs. Barrera comes back with a flurry of his own and ducks the big left hook.
Doubtful that Marquez has ever looked this way
Uppercut by Barrera.
at the end of a fight, much less at this stage.
And that shows how Barrera's defense is so good. The fact that he's looked like he's going to get hit, but he hasn't been get hit that solid.
Si no lo agarras arriba, necesitas agarrarlo rápido abajo, gancho al hígado abajo, y remate arriba, pero con todo y con todo. Vamos, necesitas rematar.
Look at that CompuBox graphic. Just check that out. That looks like a tennis match statistic. Equal number of punches thrown, 1 punch difference in the number of punches landed. Incredible. Through 9 rounds.
Right here you see Barrera coming back with right hands of his own now. He's becoming much more aggressive and trying to get very close because for whatever reason...